Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today with the March block of the month. Happy March! It's early in the month, and super excited to share this month's log cabin with a heart block in it. I've got a few things to say about putting that heart together and about the quilt in general, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, super excited with this month's block. I know theoretically it probably would have been better to have this for our February block, but it's just the way I laid it out in the quilt. I did a pink center for my block, and I did 3 different reds and 3 different low volumes. For my smaller block, I did the red. So I've been trying to do a different color for my table runner blocks than I use in the center, just to have more variety and also to show you more options. And by the way, the raspberry summer fabric should be pretty much widely available now. I know the pre-cuts have shipped at the time that I'm filming this video, and I believe the yardage is probably either shipped or very, very close to shipping now too. So that makes it easier for those of you who have been patiently waiting to use this fabric. Okay, just a couple things. I'm going to show you something about the heart block construction too, but just a reminder, last month I showed you that I'm doing this layout, and so I just wanted to show you, and the diagrams, if you look at the patterns, the diagrams are going to match my layout. So we had our January, and then February will go like this. And then March will go like that. So you can see that we've got lower right, you know, the lower right is print, and for this one the lower right is low volume, and for this one the lower right is prints again. So just so you know, there is going to be sashing, but what I would kind of watch out for too now that you're sewing is you don't want to have the same print. I would say if you're using some low volumes right here, you would not want these to be the same fabric. I actually, when I started sewing this block this morning, I actually started off with using this, and then I realized, oh no, I need to take that out because I just don't want them right next to each other, even though there is going to be sashing. So that's just something for you to think about as you are sewing your blocks. Okay, I do want to show you something about the heart block construction. Just with the pressing. So these are 3.5 by 6.5 inch rectangles, okay? And then we have our squares for the bottom of the heart, and we have 4 squares at the top of the heart. Now to get the block to be super, super flat, I suggest pressing, when you add those squares at the bottom of your heart, press one of them toward the background fabric and one toward the heart fabric. That way, when you nest those seams together, those will actually nest, and this little section right here will be as flat as it can be. And the same thing with the top of your heart. The 2 that really matter are these 2 in the middle. Make sure one is going toward the background fabric and one is going toward the heart fabric. These 2 actually don't matter. They can both be pressed out, which seems to be like the easiest way to do it. But these 2 that are going to meet, again, when you sew those 2 fabrics together, you can nest those seams, and then if you press that center seam open, your heart block will be as flat as it can be. So just a little bit of tips there for putting that together. I also use the Doug Lico mini simple folded corners ruler to add the squares at the bottom and the top of my heart. I just love that ruler for projects like this. It keeps you from having to draw lines with a pencil. So anyway, I hope you will have a lot of fun with the March block, and super excited. I actually am kind of thinking about sewing my top 3 together and maybe giving you guys a sneak peek at the sashing next month in April. So yeah, watch for that in the April video, and happy sewing. Okay, so that's it for the March block of the month. I just want to reiterate, I'm just so grateful for all of you sewing along. I love seeing your blocks. My daughter Candace, that helps me with our Facebook group, she's always amazed at how quickly you get them made and put pictures up right away that same day. She's always like, Mom, there's already 5 blocks in there. So we just really appreciate your enthusiasm in sewing along. And this quilt is one that I love. I can't wait to share April's block with you next month. Remember to go to my blog to download the free PDF, and we will see you again next month. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend. Hit the subscribe button to our channel if you haven't already, and hit the like button. Thanks so much for stopping by.